7 Sports TV here. Salute to the mighty ldbc, Lions Den boxing community. For those who don't know, now you know. Smash the like button, hit the subscribe. Also, hit the notification bell so you'll be notified when I drop a new video. If you're digging the video, go ahead and share this joint. Man, we got a special video for y'all today. This is a pre-recorded video. This is not live, so I will be premiering this joint. But I got a special Game Dog Talk panel together to talk some boxing. All these men here are well-versed in both dogs and boxing, so this is a perfect scenario to have them here to talk about Errol Spence Jr. versus Terrence Bud Crawford. All right, first let me introduce the brothers. We have the legendary schoolboy, Mr. Richard Garcia. How you doing today, sir?
I'm doing good. Welcome, everybody. Welcome to the panel, and we're going to give a good show, man.
Yes, sir.
It's a good topic.
We have the legendary, only in America Kennels, Brother Bakri. How you doing today, sir?
Oh, man, peace and love, brother, to my awesome panel. And we happy to be able to talk with the awesome, or the people who will hear us in the boxing community, because we definitely boxing fans, as well as we love a game bulldog.
Yes, sir. And we have the legendary walking down ramp, Big Steppin', my brother in the building. What's happening with it?
Shit, man, trying to beat the heat and losing like a motherfucker, but I'm here for it.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right. Hopefully, Washington Man will join us in a little while, but I know it was short notice, so he probably didn't get the message. But check it out, y'all. I was listening to an Errol Spence Jr. interview. Y'all, if everybody know, Errol Spence and Terrence Crawford are going to be fighting July 29th. Yes, sir. Washington Man coming in now. Washington Man, he came on through, my brother. What's up, Washington Man?
Yes,
there he is. There he is.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
To the Maximum family, schoolboy, tell them what it is.
We're keeping it 100, brother. Keeping it 100.
Yes, sir. All right. So this is a pre-recorded video.
I'll be right back.
Okay. This is a pre-recorded video, Brother Boone. So I'm going to do this later on. But the reason I want to do this video is because we all know Errol Spence.
Angie, need some fly spray.
And on Errol Spence and Terrence Crawford are going to be fighting on July 29th in Las Vegas for the undisputed welterweight championship of the world. Errol Spence has the WBA, IBF, and the WBC titles. Terrence Crawford has the WBO title. Terrence Crawford was also champion at 135 and undisputed champion at 140. All right, so it's a lot at stake here. And Errol Spence Jr. did an interview today. And in that interview with Brian Custer, Brian Custer asked him to break down the fight between him and Terrence Crawford. He said, man, it's going to be like two fighting pit bulls locked in the room together, and the only one that's going to come out is the one that's alive. Okay? So I said, I got to get the Game Dog Brothers on here for this one. I got to do it. So let me ask you first. Let me go to Bach first, because my experience with stuff like that, with Rick Rude and whatnot. But let me get your prediction on Terrence Crawford versus Errol Spence, and why are you predicting what you're predicting?
First,
I want
he talking first. So first, I want to say I love both the brothers. I'm a fan of Spence and Bud.
Yes, sir.
But Bud's my favorite fighter in the whole boxing. So I don't want to sound biased, so I'm going to just give the technicalities of why I'm choosing Bud in this one. All right. We both know Spence is the harder hitter. I think Spence is the bigger, naturally, of the two. I do know Spence took that accident. You understand? So I'm not gonna say that accident will be the main reason why he would lose if he lost, because I don't think so. But I don't know how many fights he had after that to see in terms of the quality of fights. But I just say it like this here. Like we all know, styles make fights, and it's funny you use the Rick Rude thing in terms of a head dog, in term versus one that went to the body, And Bud, to me, is the most technical technically sound boxer in boxing after Floyd Mayweather. He you know, sometimes he get hit more than I like him to, but he never really lets the hit get too much to him, where he's always sometime baiting somebody in to do something and then he catch him. Only thing that scared me in a fight, because Bud normally likes to feel out his opponents in the first couple of rounds, he'll give to him almost to be able to see what they're gonna do by the middle rounds. He's breaking his opponent down and beating their ass. With Spence got a one gear. You cannot do that shit with Spence. Spence is gonna come out and he gonna be like one of them goddamn chest and stifle dogs is driving hard. And he ain't letting up. So it ain't gonna be like he gonna let down, because his keep is always good. That's what I like about Spence. He'll never fade near the end of the rounds. You understand? But at the same time, like I said, if Bud tries that strategy, he's gonna lose. If Bud come out, fast from beginning to end, he got a shot. But I just feel like boxing skills that Bud possesses, his counter ability, and just the way that he breaks down his opponents, I'm sure he done looked at enough film and seen his fights enough to know a lot of what Spence likes to go, where he likes to, what area of the ring he likes to go to and dominate in. And I just feel like he's gonna be real prepared. So I'm gonna take his technical skills over Spence's power and his power and his hands and the pressure that he had tried to apply. I think Bud would be ready for it and counter all that. So I'm taking Bud, and I'm not taking no knockouts in this. I got Bud in a 12-round decision.
Okay. Roster Man Boom, what's your prediction, brother?
This is what I think going to happen is if Spence come out trying to pressure Crawford, he's going to get caught with a whole lot of stuff. You know what I mean? Because a lot of times when you putting pressure, you giving up stuff. You know what I mean? You coming forward. So the man to be able to sidestep in, do whatever damage he can from the body to the head, to the body. And I just feel like he's gonna make everything count, because it's gonna be important that he connect, instead of throwing punches and it just he rolled and Spence trying to roll off of, but throwing punches, making sure he connect. And eventually that savviness that Bud has, that grittiness to get to dig in, you know what I mean? Which I think is going to make Spence really come in. You feel me? And it's going to be just like when Marvin Hagler and Sugar Ray Leonard, everybody just expected Hagler just to dominate Sugar Ray. But Sugar Ray moved, sidestep, combination, flurries. Put them hands on him. And I just think that's what's going to happen to Crawford. I'm going to say Spence. He gonna get caught with a whole lot of stuff. And I don't know. It could be a knockout. You know what I mean? Because, sometimes you get caught enough, you get a little dizzy. You get caught enough, you get a little dizzy around in there. And then, Bud know how to finish. He know how to go get it. You know what I mean? And I'm not saying Spence don't have these qualities. What I'm saying is, to me, it's going to be the bully and the boxer. And I feel like the boxer going to win, which is Crawford.
Okay. Well said, brother. Okay. Let me go to Walking Down Rad Big Steppin', man. What's your prediction between Spence and Crawford, brother?
Well, I got Spence, and I got Spence You know, because he fought the better competition in between the time, you know, that Bud came to the division and now when they about to fight each other. Bud is a bad motherfucker. You can't take nothing away from him, especially at 130, 135. He was that guy because he was fighting all the hard fights. It seemed like when he got to 147, he just went on cruise control a little bit, man. While Earl was taking the tougher opponents, getting better, bro. And I think that's just gonna play a big part in it. Cause we seen Bud get caught cracked by motherfuckers he shouldn't have been cracked by, like Mean Machine with one leg dropped him. And that's because, you know, Bud in there fucking around, want to get in a fight with a bigger motherfucker and get dropped by a motherfucker he shouldn't even been that deep into the fight with. He should have got rid of him in 1 or 2 rounds, you know.
Right.
But because he ain't been fighting the stiffer comp, you know, you gonna it's gonna tell the tale, and we're gonna see that. On top of Earl being the bigger dog in this motherfucker, I mean, a good little dog versus a good big dog. I ain't seen too many good little dogs come out that room, you know, alive with a big
Right. Right.
motherfucker on them. You know, I'm talking about good though. Not no regular motherfucking shit. Like, and that's just gonna be the deciding factor is what I'm going with. Bud is a hell of a motherfucker. He got a whole lot of variation in his punches, but so do Earl. You know, fucking Earl. We ain't even really seen all the shit Earl got to offer in the fight. I think we gonna see it now because he gonna have to go in this tool bag because Bud is crafty. It's gonna come down to just the typical fundamentals of boxing. Whoever can keep their lead foot on the outside is gonna win. Maybe a stoppage, but I'm going with the decision, you know, because neither one of them is stupid. They ain't no stupid fighters to where you could just get in there and catch them with some dumb shit, you know. If somebody get knocked out, it's gonna be in an exchange, but I think it's just gonna get down to the fucking brass tacks, bro, and see who got it, who more dog, man. And that's gonna take 12 rounds to see. If we do get a knockout, I'm gonna be grateful for it. I wish I could go see that shit, but the motherfuckers want too much. I just looked that shit up when we was talking. Like, hell no, fuck you, I ain't going. But I'm gonna buy that shit. So, yeah, it'll be worth it. I'm excited for it, but I got Spence all day.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Schoolboy, Mr. Richard Garcia. What's your prediction of the fight?
Well, I'm going with Bud, and like a lot of time, it's just sentimental. I like him as a fighter better, but Spence, I give him all my respect too. They both good, and what everybody's saying here, I can agree with it. When I look at fights or fighters, it's usually a couple of things that matter to me, or I might make a difference. First one is Bud's reach. He's got a little bit longer reach. And what that translates to sometimes is if you don't time those longer arms right, you get tagged. Right? It's something simple. Don't mean it's going to happen. It could also mean he's slower. That wouldn't be good. So I think the reach could make a difference. Also, whoever exposed their chin is going to be a factor, because most guys and both of them been rocked, or whatever, Spence too. He's tough. He got good combinations, all that. Southpaw, Bud switches up. That could make a difference or not. It could be insignificant. So whoever exposes their chin, that's going to make a difference. If neither one does, we're going to see 12 rounds. If one of them does, or the other one does, or both of them do, then, we could have a short night or shorter night, not go 12 rounds. I don't think it's going to be a quick knockout or anything like that. If it is, because you catch somebody cold. Right. Because most knockouts happen when you get hit on the chin. And even the toughest fighters that take a good punch, that's how they get hurt. You can take it all over your face, sometimes even on the jaw, temple, stuff like that, side of the head, But when someone gets hit on the chin, that's what usually causes a knockout. Even someone that has a solid chin. So if somebody exposes their chin, it's going to be a rough night. Don't mean knockout, but that has a tendency to slow you down anyways. So it's just those couple of things. When I predict stuff like this in advance, publicly, I'm usually wrong, but 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 I'm going with Spence. You know.
I want to say this. I want to say this right quick. Do y'all remember Sonny Liston and Ali?
Yeah. Yes.
Everybody say Sonny laid down. That's bullshit. Ali hit him on his chin. All you gotta do is look at the slow motion, the reaction in his neck. Look at his vertebrae, his neck. When Ali dropped that right on his chin, that motherfucker was dumbfounded trying to find the flow. And that's what Schoolboy talking about. Somebody could get knocked out. The toughest motherfucker can get knocked out. If he get hit on that chin and then shake that equilibrium, that son bitch gonna be walking wobbly and dizzy.
Right. Yeah, especially if you don't see it. In fact, Marciano, who everybody knows got a great chin, you know, he always tucked it. You know, it was awkward, and it was this and that, and you know, if you look at his videos and all that, listen to him talk. That's what he says a lot of times. You know, you expose your chin, you're gonna get hit. The only 2 times he got knocked down was when he got hit on the chin, and it sent him loopy, man. By
Archie Moore,
what's his name? Archie Moore, and who he won the title from, Walcott, Joe Walcott. Clean punches right on the chin. He went down, you know. And if you look at like Bazooka Limon, he never got knocked out, you know, and even Arguello couldn't knock him down, and he was known for taking punches, have a rock hard chin. But Hector Camacho, who's not that hard of a hitter, knocked him out. Because why? He caught him right on the point of the chin. 5 rounds, he was done. Now you can say they're older, this and that. That's not the case with these guys. They're not older guys, really. They're in their prime still. Yeah. But I just, you know, a lot of times with me, it's who can take the better punch, who's a better catcher rather than who's the better hitter. But if you get hit, there's a lot of times there's nothing you can do about it, man. You're done.
So Schoolboy, you got Crawford.
I got Bud, yeah.
Okay. My brother Eli Zachary is in the building. What's up, Eli?
Eli, what's going on, fam? What's going on? Man, I'm gonna hang on as long as I can get a good signal with y'all, man. Shit, this it's funny out here in these goddamn cornfields and sticks and shit.
I hear you, man. I hear you, brother. Man, what's your prediction on Spence and Crawford?
Man, I think we in for a classic fight. I think who was saying the attributes of Crawford, you know, as far as him being, you know, they talk the whole switch. I think the fighter is his ability switch hitting is what makes it a dynamic in the fight. But at the same time, other people say Spence done fought orthodox and southpaw fighter. So Spence is a high IQ fighter himself, you know. But the speed.
Breaking up a little bit, brother Eli. Man, you about to cook too.
Yeah.
He's about to cook.
That's you cutting out, Eli.
Yeah. All right, Eli. See if you can he can't hear us now. He probably still talking. Yeah, you broke out, Eli.
Okay.
You might have to leave out and come back in and see if that worked. I'm gonna give you my prediction for the joint. I think I got Earl winning the fight. I think that Crawford, first of all, I respect both dudes. I like both of them. I'm fans of both of them. I think that Crawford is a better finisher than Earl. I think Earl is more durable. He's big, he's rough, he's durable, and I think his stamina is second to none. He got like Bach said, he always got a good keep on him. But I think Crawford is the better finisher. If Crawford see a way to get you up out of there, he's gonna get you up out of there. But I think Crawford has the weaker chin as well. I seen Crawford get wobbled and rocked and knocked down by lesser guys than Errol Spence. But so I think that that's all gonna come play a part in this fight. I think Crawford gives away the first 3 or 4 rounds in the fight, and that's gonna be to his detriment in this fight because while he's trying to figure out Earl, I think he's gonna allow Earl to win those 3 or 4 rounds, and that's gonna come back to bite him in the ass when it comes to round 12. Unless he stops Earl gonna win those rounds because I don't see Crawford winning 6, 7 straight rounds against Errol Spence. It's gonna be a back and forth action. Once Crawford starts winning rounds, he's gonna win a couple of them in a row. And I think after that it's gonna be back and forth. But you already gave Errol Spence a 3 or 4 round lead, and I think that's gonna be the difference in the fight. I got Errol Spence winning 115, 113, 7 rounds to 5 over Terrence Bud Crawford in a classic matchup, man. Classic. I think it's gonna be classic.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's a good rundown of it because he is a slow starter, and maybe he'll change that. Fighters usually they have trouble with that, because it might throw their plan off, doing something they don't normally do, and that could affect his stamina. He could get tired later if he starts too quick, unless he's prepped for it, which maybe he is, But that's a good analogy because when you're in there and you start losing rounds, that's what you start thinking about. So instead of paying attention to your game plan or being effective or how to counter or all that, you're thinking about that. That's the downfall of some fighters. Now you're playing catch up, and I'm not saying it panics the person, but it's on their conscience that they're behind, so they got to get ahead, and that's sometimes when you make mistake. If he makes the mistake of exposing his chin, it's going to make a difference.
Yeah. Brother Eli, you there?
Yeah, y'all can hear me?
Yeah, I hear you, brother.
Yeah.
Go ahead and break it down.
Okay. Yeah, man, like I was saying, like pretty much what like Schoolboy was saying, the dynamic of Crawford, him being able to switch hit, power in both hands, speed, the fluidity of punches, his IQ, it poses a real threat. It poses a big threat. But I think that in the long haul, the totality of the fight, I think that Crawford is the most inconsistent when it comes to defensive responsibility. And also like Schoolboy was saying, who's going to expose their chin first? I think although Spence has such a high work rate that they say, well, when you're punching, you give more chances to a counter puncher. But at the same time, a fighter that takes chances like Crawford takes, a lot of times where he has his hands down, where he have been able to get away with being dependent on his speed, a lot of times where he haven't dealt with that physicality, that mental pressure, the whole fight of a fighter that's on a higher level as far as IQ wise. I think that Spence has the opportunity to also really impose himself on him and catch him with a nice shot. People think a lot of times of Spence as just a bruiser, but really like the fundamentals, him parrying punches off his forearms, his ability to slip punches and still be in position to punch, it makes up for the speed. Where he doesn't have the speed, he's already sitting ready to punch. So when he's already sitting ready to punch, he's not wasting energy. He's able to sit down on those punches. And a lot of times, like his jab, the length of his jab has been a problem for other fighters. It may not be so much of a problem for Crawford because of his reach being the 2-inch reach. But that ability to stay in position to be able to punch and parry punches, it allows him to catch and shoot. So he counters in between when people really don't understand it, because it's the transition from offense to defense is what they're seeing. But they're not seeing sometimes he has those little slick pull counters in there that people don't see. His game is a lot bigger than what people like. I rewatched the Ugas fight, and I saw a lot of times where he stepped off the line, where he be in there with Ugas, and he might touch Ugas on the gloves a couple times, shoot a little sharp uppercut in there. He shoot a little sharp uppercut inside. After he shot that uppercut inside, it may have not landed then. It may have just measured real good. He'll step off the line, step to the side, and circle back around left and come right back in front of Ugas and then change the angle on it, and then bam, the shot land. And when the shot land, like again, like what was said, hey, he get discombobulated trying to catch up. When he trying to catch up, he open up for another shot, and then he get hit with a barrage real fast. And Spencer step off the line again. but they not realizing that because you see the flurry of shots, you see the high work rate, but you're not seeing how many times he steps off the line, changes the angle on a shot, how many times he actually punched the elbows, weaken the elbows before he actually getting underneath the rib cage. Now he got you dropping your guard, and then there you go hit with a little sharp lice hook inside, and you hurt, or stabbing you to the body, hitting you with uppercut. Spence done fought so many different styles of fights that we done seen, as far as the Mikey Garcia fight, the Lamont Peterson fight, the Danny Garcia fight. Danny Garcia, he boxed a little bit more than what people gave him credit for against a counterpuncher. So when you see those type of things right there, I think what everybody sees from Crawford is legit, that he's dangerous. He sets real good traps that he gets you comfortable. And to see Spence say that about Ryan when he was fighting Javante, I already know that Spence think about that, not getting too comfortable against a counterpuncher. He's already seen that against Danny, even though the speed of Crawford is different. But to see that, and to know that, it's like, okay, he can deal with that. Mentally already, he's preparing himself to deal with that. I favor Spence just because he's already fought so many different styles. And everybody only thinks of him as a bruiser. Well, we think of Crawford as a boxer, but Spence has the ability to box and switch it up. He has the size advantage, which is not a big thing, but as the night goes on and the attrition of the fight goes on, I think he can weigh on Crawford with that work rate and that size, with the volume. I think inside tight, I think back to Danny Garcia fight. When we start talking about all the different fights leading up to this, Danny Garcia said he's 3 times stronger than us. He 3 times stronger than me, Porter, and what's called. We seen Porter with the quick feet able to turn him. That's another thing that worried me with Crawford. But we seen when Ugas tried to turn him, it wasn't so easy. And Ugas is a Cuban boxer from that Cuban school of boxing. So I think honestly, I'm gonna stick with Spence. For one, I'm a Dallas dude. I'm biased, you know. I ain't gonna lie at all. I'm a Dallas dude. I'm
Nothing
biased.
wrong with that.
But two, I've been riding with him, man, and I just think he the truth. I think he the truth. Put him in the dirt, man down. I think all that applies right now.
Let me say this. Them will call him Eli.
What's going on,
Keeping
man?
it 100.
Yes, sir. I think Wasserman to keep yourself out. Let me see.
But let me just rebuttal that for a minute, Kevin.
Go ahead, brother. Go ahead.
Yeah, just need a minute here because Eli sharp. You understand? So now, Eli, you know this because see, I can tell by your conversation, you understand a whole lot of things. You know, they gonna get the exact same style that Errol bring the train on. Am I right or not?
I think you're gonna get moments of that. I think you're gonna get everything.
They're gonna get guys with that style, with that ability for him to train against. Am I right?
For who to train against? For Earl or for
Crawford?
Crawford.
Sparring partners for Crawford.
But that's the thing. He both of them so difficult. You can't completely get it. They gonna get some guys to try to be more physical with them. They gonna get bigger guys.
So all I'm saying is this right here. It's called prepare to do battle.
Mm-hmm.
That's right. And see, we can talk it, but goddamn it, when they get toe to toe, that is right there.
Hey, I'll give you a perfect example. One of the guys that they done just recently talked about that they had, and I wasn't very impressed with him this weekend. Adamas. He got inside and did some body work, and he was real strong. Well, that's one of the guys that more recently or in the past that Crawford has sparred with and said, man, Adamas is real good. He's pretty good. I think he's a solid fighter, but I don't think he was what that is. And the work rate that Spence put up, I don't think it's the same.
That's what I'm saying. You might not get exact of what he is, but the preparation to do battle. You see what I'm saying? Because see, this ain't gonna be no goddamn cakewalk. This gonna be a fight.
It's gonna be a fight.
It's gonna be a fight. I mean, you know it, and I know it. We talking
Yeah.
about two motherfuckers fitting goddamn. They gonna get it on, man. It's
Man,
gonna
this is
be
a
like,
50-50 fight. This is the
yeah,
real
yeah,
50-50
for
fight.
real. Yeah, for real. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be like Sugar Ray Hagler, her Sugar Ray.
We can all make our points for our favorite fighter, for the one that we favor. But
Right.
at the end of the day, this is a
Yeah.
50-50 fight. Both of them boys, dogs, man. I got respect for both of them, honestly. When they ain't fighting each other,
Yeah.
I'm pulling for both of them. I was one of the ones that would been pulling for Spence the whole time. Been saying Spence gonna get Crawford when it happened. But
Yeah.
when they lined that fight up with Crawford and Porter, I said, man, late mid to late rounds, Crawford gonna get him out of there. I said it. I called it. I said Crawford gonna stop him. I was
Yeah.
on record for saying it, and
Yeah.
everybody was like, "Nah," because he wasn't the same fight. And the exact same point that Spence made when that familiar fight, when I seen that familiar fight afterwards, when I seen the end of that fight, the last 30 seconds of that fight, and when I knew that Spence had knocked Porter down, and it was a tight fight. When Spence knocked him down, and it was a tight fight, I knew he was broke. I knew he was done. He may not want to say it, he may not remember the moment, but this is the moment when I knew it was like a dog. I seen him submit to what was going on, and I seen the attrition wear on him to where that last 30 seconds, Spence was walking forward, grabbing the end of his shorts, like, yeah, come on, let's keep fighting. And he was submitting to, hey, it's the end of the fight. I'm good.
Yeah.
That right there let me know that he was
it ain't
broke.
gonna, but Crawford ain't gonna do that, bro.
No,
This,
Crawford ain't I'm not expecting them to do that, but I'm
nah,
saying if that's the triangle theory that everybody's trying to use, it's not a good triangle theory because of the simple fact that Porter wasn't the same fighter at that point. And I knew it from that moment to the familiar fight. And when they put him in there with Crawford, I was one of the ones that was saying Crawford was gonna move, Crawford was gonna stop him. Crawford a different animal. And I'm gonna say it as a Spence fan, he a different animal. I'm looking forward to seeing it because whoever come out on top, I'm picking Spence to come out on top. Listen, when they come out of this, say it's gonna be known. This right here is the number one pound for pound fighter in the world.
that's what I'm talking about. And see, you know, like I know, when you say prepare to do battle, it's all what you did before is out the damn window.
That's the point. Exactly. It don't matter
All
who
that shit
y'all
out the
fought
window.
like. It don't matter.
It don't make a fuck. It's everything about what happens from 1 to 12. And you better be for real about that business, because if you don't, you're subject to be out of there. And that's what I'm betting on. I just feel like Terrence had a mindset to stay poised enough to finish. You know, that's what I'm looking at. Spence
You know what? I didn't mean to interrupt you.
no.
Go ahead, finish your thought.
I just feel like Spinks gonna come like everybody's thinking. He gonna box with bullet style. I just swear I believe this. It's gonna be that, you know, I'm bigger than you, I'm stronger than you, and he gonna be caught with a whole lot of shit, man. You know what I mean? I just think that's what's gonna happen. I may be wrong.
And you could be right. I see it quite the opposite. I see Crawford, even though he's the smaller man, I see him as the guy with the little man complex, that he gets in the often than Spence does. Spence walks you down and he parries, and that's his style of fighting for a good majority of the fight. He figures you out, and he has his moments where he boxing and he moving more often than people give him credit for. But when you say poise, I think of Spence as the one that's walking through the fire, that's coming through there. I think of what's calling that's the counterpunch, that when he get mad, when he not getting the best of the fight, when he start fighting, oh, he vicious. He got a lot of finish. That's that it factor that everybody keep talking about. That they trying to say, I don't know what it is. It's something about Crawford. He a fucking dog. He got a lot of finish to him. And he'll up the ante on your ass. He will throw all the chips in and get in that motherfucker and try to take you out. He's a killer. He's a killer.
Yeah.
That's the difference. Like, you got Spence, he's a tactician, he's a finisher, but it's a difference between one that a finisher and one that is a complete killer.
And I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say this, cause I love you, brother. You give me motherfucking chills, nigga. Damn, my motherfucking nigga. Listen, you got me jumping over here. I feel the vibes through the motherfucking phone. Keep on talking to my car. To the back.
Let me ask you a question.
Go ahead.
Let me ask you a question. Since Earl compared this to dogs, to game dogs.
Yes.
What styles, what bloodlines would they be? If you had to think, if you're thinking about each dude's style, right? If Terrence Crawford is a finisher, right? He's highly skilled, but he also a finisher. If Earl is a rough, rugged, durable, game motherfucker with a lot of fucking stamina, what styles would y'all compare it to, Mr. Garcia?
Well, given Bud's slow starting, finish strong, maybe a white dog, give up the early rounds, come on late, and a lot of those dogs, like Bud, they can bite towards the end as well as they could if they were biting in the beginning. Not all of them started that way. Not all of them. It's kind of like if you push them in the beginning, they'll match pace with you. If you don't, they're more patient, and then they come on late.
Hold up. The white blood. They want to know what the white blood. What you mean by white dog? Break down bloodline.
Yeah, it was a bloodline that was developed in California, where they crossed Moore's Champion White Bandit with Bill Petrie's, two females of Bill Petrie's. They were sisters, Sandy and Ma, and they were daughters of Carver Snow. And the reason they call them the white dogs because they were white.
Yeah.
White Bandit they called him White Bandit because he was mostly white, and he had the black patches over his eyes like that bandit dog on Johnny Quest, the old cartoon Johnny Quest.
Right.
And then Snow was all white. So it's just a name they give him. It's old Ed Crenshaw stuff crossed with Cotton's Bullet stuff.
Right.
That's what it is.
Hey, I like them old cross, that old alien bullshit stuff with some of the first shit I came across. The old Ferris lines and Showalter Steve. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. They both alien and both alien bullshit.
The low posse stuff, the Cotton Bullet stuff is down off the low posse.
Right.
That's what Lady Stone and Big Stone, all them dogs had it.
All the old school Lightner blood was tucked away back off in there.
Yeah. It's Kobe Lightner.
Mm-hmm.
Kobe Lightner, and that's what Crenshaw stuff is too.
Mm-hmm.
And then Bullet had some Daibo through Trahan's Rascal. Mm-hmm. So it's basically a Kobe Lightner Daibo or Tudor cross.
The same way you would consider it's the flip side of a Tombstone Bolio Red Boy Jocko dog, basically.
Yeah.
It's the same
just the other way around.
Just the other way around.
And both of them won in Oklahoma.
Mm-hmm.
That's where Showalter lost to Alien in like 2 hours and 15 minutes. And then Joe Bill Woody used bullshit out there, and then bullshit and Alien, they're basically the white blood crossed with Heinzel blood. So it's kind of the same stuff. Heinzel heavy Daibo, just a different way of mixing it, And Spence, I wanted to say this too, like Eli was saying, everybody else was saying. Technically, he's probably the better fighter because he can, he does spin, he does move people around, he can fight from a distance and he can fight in the pocket. But when he's in the pocket, that's where he gets countered sometimes. I've seen him rocked a few times, or when he's coming out of the pocket. If he adjusts,
range.
And keeps his damn hands up, then he don't get hit. But he has a tendency when he comes out to drop one or the other hand, and that's where he gets popped. Now, he ain't been hit real clean on that chin, like I'm saying, Usually maybe the jaw or the side of the head or something. But that's where I seen where he gets, if you want to say he gets caught sometimes.
Get caught pulling out mid
Well,
range.
Ugas got two
There you
free
go.
ones on him, no, when he put his hands down when he thought the fucking bell had rung. Ugas got two clean ones on him. Boom, boom. So
Yeah, he
we
did.
did see him get hit, and he got a little dizzy, but he didn't go down. You know?
No, and it's happened, 4 or 5 times. He gets. How do you put it? He gets stung a little bit, but he ain't hurt.
His conditioning, his conditioning shows because he bounced back so fast from that conditioning. One of those things that you know so well, schoolboy.
Yep, exactly. Plus, I keep going back to it, man. He wasn't hit clean on the chin. It's kind of like if you compare Larry Holmes, even though he was older against Tyson, when Tyson knocked him out, he hit him clean on the chin.
That's a damn fact.
Done, right? When what's his name? Acorn, when he fought Ernie Shavers almost killed him, but he hit him on the jaw, not on the chin. And he went down hard, but he could recover from that. If that punch from Shavers had been on the chin, Larry Holmes still be knocked out today. He still wouldn't wake up. Mm-hmm. It's just that's how much importance I put on that, because in a lot of fights I see, that's what makes the difference. Even guys that can take a lot of hits, that when they get hit on the chin, if you look it up, you Google it and tell you what the effects are of this and that. Mm-hmm. It'll explain it. I'm not a scientist or anything like that.
Yeah, that's like
it's just a
whiplash.
Yeah. No, this is worse than a whiplash. Your equilibrium is, you know what I mean? Yeah. When you get hit on the chin, your equilibrium get rocked. You fucking out of whack.
Yeah. Sean O'Grady explained it one time. When you get hit like on the point of the chin, it knocks the back of your jaw into your spine and your brain disconnects. I don't know if that's accurate. That just might have been his way of saying it. I don't see that happen, but it's kind of that you especially if you don't see it. And most guys, when they get hit like that, they don't even know they're knocked out. It doesn't hurt.
They can't even see.
No, but they out,
Well, let me ask Schoolboy this, because I know Schoolboy he's been trying to get this out. Who is Errol Spence as far as the dog?
As far as the dog?
Yeah.
I would consider him I'll put it this way. He's like a Bolio Bully Son cross. Like that. Because he's smart, he got good technique, he got good air, he got good footwork, balance, all that. But he can fight rough too. And that was the reason they made that. Originally they went into each other as a counter. That's the Bolio was a counter to them rough Texas dogs. Bully Son, Eli Jr., even the on the West Coast, the Freddie Jones stuff, the old Ed Crenshaw stuff, they were hard biting, rough, shoulder, chest, like that. So the Bolio stuff was developed to counter that. Somebody got smart and said, hey, let's put them together. And then you have a more all-around fighter. They got more leg under them. They got better balance, better air. They bite hard still from the Bully Son side. So, me being old school, you could say Red Boy Jeep or Red Boy Jocko or something like that. But I'm old school, so I'm kind of like, Bolio, Bully Son, more like that.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Let me go to you, Brother Bach. If these two were dogs, if you had to compare them to dogs, what bloodlines would they be, Spencer Crawford?
Well, I gotta agree a lot with brother Garcia in terms of the cross. I see Bud as I see him as a Red Boy Jeep Bolio cross, and I see Spence as a Red Boy Jocko dog. I mean, both of these fighters, man, like I said, they both are very smart. It's not like we talking about a Joe Frazier to a Muhammad Ali type in terms of this fight. It's
You're right.
You know what I'm saying? Like Frazier was gonna throw, he was giving up everything to try to get inside to land that left hook. And Spence is not stupid. I mean, so you're not gonna catch him with no counters like Pac-Man when he got fucked up Marquez with that last at the end of the round, trying to hit him, running his head in there and got countered and knocked the fuck out. That ain't gonna happen with these fighters. It ain't gonna, they not gonna be just letting their hands go and all it. Then, you know, when it come to fighting, it's just like Eli talking about what Spence do. That's every fighter in boxing do that shit. Everybody hitting the arms and shit to loosen it up so they can get kidney shots. I'm no disrespect to what he's saying. What he said is true. But that ain't just some Spence shit. That's every boxing in boxing history. Everybody that can box is gonna do that. You learn that in boxing 101. And whenever you want to loosen up, you gotta sometimes you drop the hand because you want a motherfucker to feel that it's there, but it ain't really there. It's like a D-back when a motherfucker give a position, you think that quarterback.
Brother Bach, you hear me? You froze out for a minute. See if you come back. Let me go to Ram until brother Bach come back in. I think his connection went out. Ram, man, if these are two bulldogs, what bloodlines would they be?
I gotta agree with Bach. I say Spence, that's Red Boy Jocko, dog. Heavy on the Jocko, please. You know that rough, slick game, fucking hard hitting, stifle crushing shit. You know, get you out of there. And I say,
They gonna go ahead and give you that opportunity to feel as though it's an opening. And when you go to thinking it's an open, then that's when they catch your ass. But yeah, all of them motherfuckers are gonna give you. Tank do it all the time. Tank may give you might get a little hit on Tank. He give you that motherfucking impression that there's an opening. Then when you go to motherfucking throw that bitch and he come up with that motherfucking uppercut and knock your motherfucking ass out, it ain't open. That's the 52 fake out. So certain things that you think is open, it ain't open. You bring your ass in there to see if it's open to find out your ass is knocked out and they ask you what happened afterwards. Motherfucker, it's over. Look at that. It's over with. So some of these fighters that do that shit, yeah, it gets, you know, for those of us who watch, like, damn, you need to pull that hand up. But that motherfucker who been fighting all this time, you can get away, man. But like all of people here saying, it's different with Spence. Spence a motherfucker, man. I mean, most people gonna go with Spence because most people think Spence can win. You know,
Who's favored?
He's the bigger fighter, and he's not no nut ass motherfucker. Got more power in his punches. But like I said, I'm a Sugar Ray Leonard fan. I'm a Sugar Ray Robinson guy. I don't really like Floyd and shit that much, but I also know that his fighting, his boxing ability went in there and fucked Canelo up. Everybody knew. I thought Canelo was gonna beat his ass till I seen a goddamn boxing exhibition that goddamn Floyd put on his ass. Stood right in front of him, didn't even run from the motherfucker, beat the shit out of his ass.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? So we getting ready to see. I mean, I went with James Toney against Roy Jones. Roy beat both of my boxers, Bernard Hopkins and motherfucking James Toney. Beat the shit out of both of them. So I'm gonna stay in the pocket with the motherfuckers that I feel got the best boxing ability. I'm going with motherfucking goddamn Bud, goddamn it.
Right.
There you go.
All right, Ram, go ahead and finish yours up, Ram.
I say for Bud, I had to steal the Eli goddamn Bolio cross, you know? Just super well rounded. To get in there, finish you, or we could dance all night. You know, he got the skill to do both. That's why I'm excited about this shit, man. It's gonna be one that we can fucking talk about.
Yes, sir. Rasta Man Boom.
Yeah.
If these were two bloodlines, these two fighters, if you got to break it down from bloodlines, what bloodlines would they be?
Well, Bud gonna be a Zebo Buster Queenie Carver cross for me.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And speed, power, technique, can get out the way, can position himself to be the most effective. See, now Spence gonna be like a bully to me. I think he gonna try to use his dominance, you know, maybe one of them hard biting Jocko dogs. You know what I mean?
Right.
That's gonna come and try to bully, you know. But for me, Terrence gonna use his ability to sidestep, counter, mix it up with him, make it count every time. And when he's stepping away, you know, if he got them hands down, drop something on him, you know. And then not only that, because of his jab, he got a good jab. You know, let that jab be effective, you know, because at the weigh-in, it was something I thought that was interesting. Spence was talking about how he had a eye problem,
Yeah.
or something to that degree. And Bud said, "I'm gonna mess your other eye up."
Yeah.
So we already see right now, Bud got a plan. And if you trying to protect that eye, that means, you know, them rib cages, all that shit gonna be opened up. You know what I mean? So you know, you know, man, it's sad to say because it's brutal, man. It's brutal, and you know, and you don't want to hear us say these things, but Terrence know he got to work on that eye. You know that. I mean, you know, let's be for real. You know, I ain't want to go into details of everything, but I feel like gonna happen. But since y'all goddamn push old boy, goddamn Eli motherfucker, boy.
Don't put it on me, baby. Shit, yeah, ride with it,
7-8.
goddamn.
Hey, 7-8.
Talk your shit.
Hey, Eli make a motherfucker dig deep in his bag, boy. so Bud already know what the target is. And stick with the game plan. You see what I'm saying? Because we talking about being a heavyweight champion. I mean, not the heavyweight, but pound for pound champion of this division. And I hate to say it, but you know, he gonna work on them things, man. And Earl know this because he know it's a fight. It's a fight. It's like two good ass fighters, man. And so what is a weakness he have that I can establish on? Shit. I'm gonna go to that motherfucker eye. Every chance I get. I'm gonna hit him in his fucking eye. I'm gonna make that motherfucker close that goddamn eye. Now when he closed that eye, then I'm gonna get on the other side of his head. You see? And now he can't see the punches coming. I can do what I want to do now. It's dirt. I mean, it don't sound good. I know it don't, and I'm sorry. Don't want nobody getting mad with me.
No, that's what you gotta do. You gotta do what you gotta do to win.
Man, you got to go in there. See, back in the day, back in the 60s and the 50s and the 70s, that's when there was a fight. You know, it was boxing, but it was a fight. You beat the motherfucker body. You beat his arm. You beat the side of his head. You beat his eyes. You beat every goddamn thing about him to win. That's how you win in boxing. You put him in a position where he's at a disadvantage and you take the advantage of him. That's what boxing's all about. You know, you look at when motherfuckers, they in the clinch and all of a sudden motherfucker turn with a body shot, bam, kidney shot, boom, and the motherfucker dropped to one knee. You see, we know those organs mean something to human beings. All they gotta do get touched hard enough and motherfucker drop. A motherfucker show favoritism. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, this gonna be about preparing to do battle, plan of execution. I'm betting on Crawford because he ain't got no serious injuries. And I just think, see, Crawford don't drink. He don't get high. He don't do none of that shit. All this guy do is work out. Allegedly. Earl, I'm gonna show you why Earl don't do.
Wait, hold on.
It's okay. Okay, it's okay. I mean, that's okay. That's okay. Whatever. But I'm just saying, what's going to happen? See, the difference between Crawford and Spence is Spence get bloated, and then he go train to get back in shape. Well, Crawford stay in shape.
That ain't happened this time.
What you
If
mean
not
it
for the
ain't
last
happening?
year and a half, not for the last year and a half. Trust me, my partners have been to Mavericks games and walked up on him. That boy been 175. Now 175 a list this whole time. He been a dog. He been running. Hey, he has not been overweight. He has not been out of shape. He has not been out there like that. He done had a few moments where he have been drinking and enjoying himself. But hey, he ain't been out. He ain't been out of shape. He ain't been blowed up this time. He
Okay.
told the
Well,
truth.
okay.
Okay, but hey, Boone, you got to look now. When we talk about keeps, I think
Yeah.
Spence has always been the bet. That motherfucker is
Always.
from 1 to 12. That motherfucker don't never fucking phase. So his keep can't be a question mark because his keep a motherfucker. Boone.
Motherfucking dog, boy. Say that keep his hoop.
Listen, I believe everything you saying, but Terrence is a motherfucker. And on top of it, Terrence is not a slow thinker.
But
He's
he's
not.
slow.
Spence is slow.
He a slow, and I'm going with Bud, but he a slow starter, Boone. That's the only thing.
Well, you know, he always been patient about his work. What I'm saying to y'all is he in training with people ideally gonna bring it like Earl.
Ain't everybody ain't got 100 punch output like Earl though. You gonna have to put a smaller fight in there. You're not gonna get the same intensity.
Eli, we know that. But what I'm saying, they practicing with people emulating this process we speaking of, okay? But the point I'm making is this boy it's for all the marbles. And he got to stand up with that, you know, he got to stand up and what I'm saying is Spence do not think fast. You know, like some people, okay, like I could say something to you, right? Eli, and you process that shit and you back at me, boom, boom, boom. I could say something to Spence and he say, see, to me,
that's how it look. That's how that shit look. But in his head, it's like, yeah, boss, I got you. All right. It's just a whole lot more laid back. It's a whole lot smoother.
Okay.
Let me ask this question.
Don't look at smooth till he fool you in the South shit.
Let me ask you this question.
One second. Hey, Boone, let me just say this real quick. I'm gonna make this real quick. Now, you know, I'm from up north, so we in college, right? And I'm to the brothers coming from Florida and South Carolina, North Carolina, and Georgia, you know. So they in there. So I'm just swearing we way smarter than them. We talk faster. We feel like we quicker with mind and shit. So when we looking at all the test results, the brothers from down south killing us in the classroom. I'm like, what in the fuck? They getting all A's in that bitch. We damn near getting a C in this month. We talking good. We sound fast. But you might take them a little bit to process, but that motherfucker come out like a motherfucker. And when it comes to boxing, he ain't gonna do all of that, have to talk and figure out what he gonna say. That shit, that muscle memory, like I said, I'm going with Bud, but goddamn it, Spence is a goddamn monster. That's all I'm saying. Bud gonna have to be on his best motherfucking, he going to be the best he ever been to get past Spence. That's all I'm saying.
Hey, wait till I tell y'all my two bloodline.
I'm gonna ask you, Boone, before we get to that, Boone, who'd you say Earl was?
Who, me?
As far as dogs, a bloodline.
I said Jocko, Red Boy.
Yeah.
Okay, Brother Eli, go ahead. Who would you say the bloodlines are if you have to compare them to these two brothers?
I'm gonna go top of the line both ways. I'm gonna go top of the Tombstone Bolio, Red Boy Jocko, Bud. Red Boy Jocko, Jeep Red Boy Jocko, Rascal.
Good. That's nice.
Me.
Wait,
That's me.
Say again.
Jeep Red Boy Jocko, Rascal, Errol, Tombstone Bolio, Red Boy Jocko, Bud.
Okay.
That's the way that go. You got a rangier dog that's big for its size. So you got them long arms on Bud. That you got that slickness, that speed. You got a good little bit of. You got a good amount of punch. Body strong, lengthy, but strong, lanky but strong. Then you got a bruiser that's durable, that a finisher, that's fast, that's deceptively fast. You know, that'll come forward or that can get slick with you at times, but really want to punish you. But it's not the slickest, but has good control. You know, when you say Honey Bunch, you talk about Honey Bunch's ability to control and wrestle with speed, but be in control. When you talk about Tombstone Bolio, you talk about speed, bam, 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 bam. You know, I'm all over you, and I got good length and I got good range to hold you out. They counter each other. Both of them got finished. Both of them got killer instinct. One can be more intense at one point. Another can be more intense at the other point. Throughout history, those are the tops. That's the top. That's the top of the top, and I give it to both of them. And when I look at both of them, to me, that is fitting. When I look at Errol, I look at a durable, good wind, natural wind, man, good natural strength. You talking about somebody that go into a fat camp and come out and bully top welterweights. A fat camp where I'm draining down in weight. They call me a weight bully. They saying I'm everything. But if I make weight and we got a date, you gotta play. And we goddamn it, if you show up wrong, goddamn it, you will be on the dinner plate. We're gonna put that all together, goddamn. I'm gonna be Don King in this motherfucker tonight. Yeah. But then you got Bud. Shit. Bud got everything. Just every once in a while, that nasty come out of him, and he just, ooh, goddamn, I can just take over the world right now. And goddamn, how long? Shit, I gotta shake back. Ooh, this motherfucker to punish me real fast. Let me shake back and get slick on him again. That's Bud. That's that Tombstone Bolio shit. I thought I can finish it real fast. Hold on, wait a minute. You done punched me real hard. Let me shake back and get fast. But it's just a matter of, can you take that real hard bite of that motherfucker Errol Spence when you fuck up? Because to me, Bud is the one that more consistently fucks up. We done seen Errol with this whole mouthpiece thing here lately. And we done seen him get rattled and get punched. We done seen him in some rough, tough fights. We done seen him with Errol, with Kell Brook early in his career, go get his first IBF strap and go to war. You talking about motherfucker going to war and banging and motherfucker boxing him and switching a little bit, but didn't want to switch the whole fight like he had normally had, like he was able to showboat, and he big and strong. And Errol break him fucking down. And then you talking about coming out after the car wreck and taking on Danny, a strong counterpuncher. Take his best shot, wipe your motherfucking chin off and say, oh, that's all you got. Then come back out and dog him the next round. Same thing with Ugas. Take his best shot. Goddamn it, I slipped. Goddamn it. But let me show you what I got. Come back and punish him. The seventh round. Make him look like a goddamn Cyclops. That's what they said. That's what I heard. I heard it from somebody else. I ain't gonna claim it myself. Make him look like a fucking Cyclops. Break him down, punish him. Say, got him looking like fucking Martin when Tommy Hitman Hearn got all over his ass. That's what we comparing it to, huh? We comparing it to goddamn Hearns and Sugar Ray, ain't it? Huh?
Yeah.
Shit, made him look like Martin when Tommy Hitman Hearn got all woo. Shit. Yeah. That's how that shit coming. I'm going with Errol Spence. Goddamn it. Jeep Red Boy Rascal.
We got 3-3, and that's the perfect way to look at this fight. It's 50-50 fight to me. It's
straight up.
Fight. You know what I'm saying? This gonna be epic. I want to see this shit now. You know what I mean? Like this shit, like just waiting another month is just crazy.
Yeah.
Because it's like I ain't been this excited about a fight since I was probably the last time I was this excited about a fight was probably damn. I think I had to go all the way back to Roy Jones and James Toney.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I had to go back. That was like '94. About
Who did you pick? That was in
I
that was
picked
94.
Roy. I picked Roy.
And
Because I didn't,
Tarver and Jones too, because Tarver was talking that shit.
yeah, but I
Yeah,
didn't think Tarver stood a
Tarver
chance
came
though.
after Roy. Roy was on the downslide by
Yeah,
the time.
yeah. Roy should have
Yeah,
never dropped all that
yeah,
punches.
he did go up and weight by then, yeah.
But it was like when Roy and James Toney was from the fight, I wanted Roy to win so bad because first of all, Roy he had that style, little Florida nigga, you know what I'm saying, had the little tail in the back and shit. But my mama used to love Roy. She loved Roy Jones, right? And I hated James Toney only because he beat the shit out of Michael. He knocked out Michael Nunn. And
Right.
Michael Nunn was my favorite guy. So I'm like, man, this motherfucker knocked out Michael Nunn. That's some lucky ass shit, man. Michael Nunn did a rematch, And but James Toney was a bad motherfucker, one of the best fighters ever. And I didn't want to give his props. So I was rooting for Roy. And when Roy did that little chicken thing and he caught his ass, I was happy as hell, boy. I was happy as a motherfucker. Yeah, I was dancing. I was HBO. Came on HBO After Dark. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And Tony, one of the slickest fighters around, man.
Yeah.
I mean, he could fight almost any weight, and then Jones beat him pretty easy, man. It was, it wasn't, and he's tough. Jones, I don't think would ever knock him out. I don't think he's ever been knocked out, but it kind of got to be one-sided,
I think it was
that
just the discipline
me.
of Tony and the discipline of Roy. Roy was chopping down trees and shit in the woods, and Tony was just Tony, like fuck it.
Man, Tony was so cold, man.
Tony could be 500 pounds and still whip anybody except Roy Jones.
Look, that man James Toney.
That's a bad man.
James Toney went from 160 up to fucking heavyweight and beat Holyfield, nigga.
It beat Holyfield.
Undisputed fighter, a fighter that was undisputed at cruising.
Yeah.
So Roy went up there. He beat
Ruiz.
That's cool.
Ruiz. Yeah.
Holyfield, but still, I don't give a fuck. Holyfield's still a better win than John Ruiz.
Yeah, you beat the man that had Tyson wanting to bite his ear off and shit.
Yeah. And Tony is a middleweight.
Yeah,
that's the whole thing. You see him move up and weight, and he's fat. He's heavy. It didn't matter. He still whipped their asses.
One of the best defenses ever in boxing, James Toney.
Yeah. That's what surprised me when
we got Eli on here. Since he just mentioned about the ear biting Tyson.
Oh yeah.
Tell him what we were talking about the other day.
Yeah.
What happened?
Okay, Eli, we were talking about this the other day. Mike Tyson versus Holyfield. Do you think Tyson could have ever beat Holyfield at any time in his career?
Listen, y'all might get upset by it right now, but it's the same fucking thing as what we've been saying about Bud and Spence. Bud competition ain't been the same. Tyson was shining against lower competition, and it just was he just wasn't on that level. And he found out that as vicious, as mean as he was, as much dog as he had, as much killer instinct as he had, when he faced something that he had never seen before, another killer that was on that level, that shit felt different to be on the other side of that goddamn. What Javante always say, it's cool when you shooting them bullets, but it's different when them bullets coming back. That shit different. And Tyson, I don't think he never was really on that level with Holyfield. Holyfield had been through them wars, came out them wars, and showed himself to still be a superior boxer. I mean, it's a difference between you going through one war and say, oh yeah, this is the epitome of my career, and yeah, I'm gonna walk off in the sunset. But when you done been through one war, 2 wars, 3 wars, and you done been through them wars, and you done came back and you keep showing yourself to be solid above the best, and you going into enemy territory and walking the motherfuckers down, That's what Holyfield Undisputed was at cruiserweight. That's what his heavyweight career was like. And I just don't think Tyson was a 5'9" heavyweight.
No, that's from 5'11" at least.
Really?
No, he wasn't 5'10".
That's what I'm saying. See, that's what I'm telling you.
Yeah.
Yes, he was just a stocky ass dude, and he walked into a motherfucker with skills that came from a lighter weight just like he was, that was built solid just like he was, and that was a fucking dog. That was a good old country boy about that South, baby.
Yeah, Holyfield was tested early.
Yeah,
and probably as an amateur too, and he grew up that way. It's just in him to be game and have heart. But as far as a professional, to rise to that level and not be inexperienced, that's the amazing part. Because he didn't have I don't know, what he have, 12 or 13 fights when he won his first title, and he was fighting tough fighters. And then he moved up. He might have 60 fights now, but when he moved up to heavyweight, he didn't have more than 20, maybe 20 fights. It wasn't that much. I think he had 11 fights or 11 and 1 draw or something like that. He was undefeated when he won the cruiserweight title against Kawi, So his schooling was short, but because of his ruggedness, his toughness, and his amateur background, he could rise to that level where other guys, they need a lot more fights,
Tyson, he bit so hard that they never game tested him, man.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. You got it right. You hit that.
Yeah, he bit so hard.
Can I get my?
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna let Brother Boone cook.
Yeah.
Boone for the get you now. Boone for the get you now, Eli. Go ahead, Boone.
Yeah.
All right, okay. Now I done heard all the masters of 7 deaths, and I like everything y'all said. But in fighting and boxing, all it takes is one great performance. That's all you need. One great performance. Now, did Mike Tyson get prepared to do a great performance against Evander Holyfield? No, because it was on the downside. When Mike Tyson was in his prime as a young man, I'm telling y'all, with custom model, he'd have knocked Evander Holyfield 2 times, 3 times out. That's what I believe. Because Evander has skills, but he'll stand in front of you. And Cuz had Mike weaving and bobbing, connecting at the same time with knockout power. But when Cuz died,
so Mike needed his handler.
He had to have him to whip Holyfield.
Yeah.
Lou Duva and Customato knew one another very well. They all Italians. Okay? Lou Duva had Evander Holyfield. Cuss had Mike. When Mike was barnstorming with Cuss, ain't nobody said nothing about them two getting together. I really believe, and this is what I believe, if Cuss would have made it, Mike wouldn't have got off track. See, Mike got off track. Y'all know that. Y'all seen that shit. He went to the damn bikini shit and ran there fucking with them girls. He put in training, man. Mike was doing all kind of Eli, you know what now? Now, Eli, now you know.
Listen. I would have picked Mike in any other sequence.
Hold it, Eli. Let me say this now.
Go ahead.
Now, I think a lot of you, Eli. I feel like you like an encyclopedia.
Oh man, say. That's a true compliment coming from you.
You damn right. That's how I think of you. Don't let me feel less than that because you know Mike Tyson wasn't in his right mind when all that shit went down there. Am I right?
But that's what I'm saying.
No,
it's the
Eli,
mental.
Wait a minute, Eli. All I'm saying, as a fighter, Mike Tyson wasn't in the right state of mind when Cuss died. I mean, just come on.
You saying what you saying is on his best day, Mike Tyson stood a chance of whooping Evander ass. That's what you want me to say.
I know he did. He had a chance.
Okay, I listen, I'll give you that. But consistency is the key.
Well,
and we
the
talking about
problem when
mental
Cuss-
consistency.
listen,
And what you call him? What's the Evander was the mentally stronger fighter. So I'm
But-
picking Evander.
okay,
And
but
I was going for Mike when this shit happened. I was a little boy. I was like, Mike, knock him out, Mike, fight him. No.
But listen, see, it's just like Schoolboy, right? Schoolboy went to a match and goddamn lost. His wife told him, said, motherfucker, what's wrong with you? God damn it, we got to eat, we got to pay these motherfucking bills. You went out there, you're bullshitting. Schoolboy didn't take it as an insult. He went in the gym, got his mind right, his spirit right, come out smoke. You see what I'm saying? When your mind is right, my brother, you know that, Eli, you know that.
I got you. I'm fucking with you. I'm talking my shit today, man.
Okay,
Here.
okay.
Y'all let me get a little drink in my system, but let me actually be able to stay on this motherfucker long enough. I'm talking my shit today.
Okay,
Hey, Bachman already told me, goddamn it, everybody hit motherfuckers on the elbows. Shit.
Yeah. but listen, all I'm saying, Mike Tyson. See, I'm like pure love and understanding with the action. You know what I mean? Because I love it, right? All I'm saying, we get a credit where the credit is due. Mike Tyson wasn't the Mike Tyson after custom model. Can we agree on that?
I can agree on that 100%. I say that all the time.
I slightly disagree with that. I will say this though, Brother Boom, because I feel you. Mike Tyson was my favorite fighter for years. And I defended him. I know every angle. I'm Mike Tyson defense attorney. I'm telling you, I know every angle to defend him. But this is the problem. Mike Tyson, Custom Model died before Mike even won the championship.
I know that.
So Mike won the title. The best I ever seen Mike Tyson was 1986.
Okay, that was the fumes. That was the fumes of Custom Model work. You see what I'm saying? So just imagine if he'd have won it and Cuss would have been there to walk him through it, how to defend it. It would, man, they couldn't have touched him.
Look, I feel like this. I said this before, and I said this, and people got mad at me. I said, man, look, Mike Tyson in 1986. I have a hard time believing any heavyweight in history could beat that dude, but Holyfield is the where I draw the line. I think Holyfield might have got him. Might have got him, bro. I think Mike Tyson destroyed Rocky Marciano. I think he destroyed Joe Louis. I think he destroyed Joe Frazier. I think he destroyed George Foreman. I think he would have destroyed Holyfield too. I think he would have whooped Muhammad Ali. I think he would have whooped Muhammad Ali.
George Foreman needs to George Foreman to beat out of Tyson. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
please
now you're talking too much shit. Ali, I don't think so.
Not Ali.
Go ahead.
Mike Tyson, 1986. I think he would have knocked Muhammad Ali ass out.
No. Ali would have put the rope-a-dope on him.
Say 7-8 just stood all alone. 7-8 went in the corner all by himself.
Put him down. You know what I'm saying? But I just think stylistically, Holyfield would have been a different style for him. And I think Holyfield would have took him to a decision. Holyfield would have beat him on points back in those days. I think Holyfield was smart enough to grapple with him. I don't know if Holyfield could have took Tyson punches back then, but I know
what I'm trying to tell you.
What you mean? What's the difference with his punch power? He ain't lose no punching power. Goddamn, George Foreman will knock fucking Michael Moore ass out at 40-something years old. The punching power don't you damn
that's the last thing to go.
So I'm not saying that. I'm talking about, but you remember the Tyson of '86.
The tenacity, the ferociousness of that Tyson. He didn't just have
power; he had speed. That was the man was bobbing and weaving and throwing punches.
And I'm talking about connecting at the same time.
The man was coming in like a fucking freight train.
I'm telling you, man.
I mean,
Yeah.
I ain't never seen no shit like that before.
I ain't never seen
Wow.
no shit like that. So I've been fucking around threw a disc out of my back trying to do some shit like that. That's where that motherfucker come.
The man could lean to the side and come with combination, bam, bam, and then duck, get up under your belt. God damn, man, it's like a blur. And what I'm saying, when Cuss died, all that left. The fumes of it is what we seen after Cuss died. And then the fumes wore off. Kevin Rooney. Then after that, Don King. It just got worse.
It's just too many excuses. Listen, all I can tell you is this: nobody walk around with a chaperone in their back pocket when they fighting. Fuck that. Listen, Holyfield, goddamn, got just as much bullshit going on as he. That motherfucker had way more. He was in Atlanta doing his motherfucking thing in there with a million bitches, fucking all of them. Lucky he had any motherfucking energy left. All the bitches he was fucking in Atlanta.
The freak was going on back then.
Yeah.
So all I'm saying is this: you got fighters like motherfucking Marvin Hagler, goddamn Evander Holyfield. Them motherfuckers bulldogs, man. They're some fucking bulldogs, man. You gonna have to be a bad. Then we talking about, like I said, Tyson ain't fight really nobody. He fought a bunch of bums and nobody and some has. When we talking about Evander. First of all, Riddick Bowe would have beat the shit out of. He would have beat the shit out of Tyson when they was in high school. Came out of high school, he didn't want no parts of Riddick Bowe. Riddick Bowe all on YouTube talking shit to Tyson. We were friends. Fuck all that. But I'd have beat your ass, and you know, period. And we talking about Evander fought motherfucking goddamn Riddick Bowe. Boy, you talking about man?
But y'all ain't even talking about that Lennox. I was like, what the fuck was Tyson thinking when Lennox was hopping throwing punches at him?
Hey, Lennox Lewis beat the shit out of Tyson.
All that was on his downswing. All that shit. Y'all talking.
Yeah, I lost $500 on that fight.
All that shit was on
I knew Tyson was done, but I was so loyal.
All that shit was on the downswing.
Motherfucker wasn't gonna never beat no six.
On the cool. I'm just gonna say it. We love Tyson like we love AB right now. We still be hoping AB returns to the same AB that we once seen.
We love Tyson more than AB though.
Yeah, for real talk.
Mike Tyson was different, bro.
But we still be hoping that AB return to the same. We say that like shit. When that nigga say, "I'm gonna do it for the hood,"
bro, you know how
do
deep
it for the hood, man.
I'm gonna tell you how deep this Tyson shit was. But Tyson lost to Holyfield. First of all, worst day of my life when Tyson lost to Holyfield. Worst day of my fucking life. And I'm gonna tell y'all this. This is what happened that day. My father was having a fight party. So all his army buddies over there at the house, I'm finna be there to watch the fight. But then my homies called me and say, "Hey, bro, you coming to the Jimmy party? Jimmy having a party." And I'm like, "Nah, I'm finna watch this Tyson Holyfield shit." He's like, "Man, bro, Sheena over here. This is a little chick I was fucking with. Like, man, Sheena over here, and it's a gang of dudes over here too." I said, "Oh, damn, man." So I'm like, "Shit, man." So I can't leave this bitch over here with all these fucking dudes. I'm like, "Man, I gotta go over here to the damn fight. Go over here to this party." I take my ass over there to the party. Walk in. Now the fighting already started. I don't know yet. So I walk into the house. First of all, it's a bunch of people out in the front yard drinking. It's a party, teenage party, right? I get up in the house. I come in the kitchen, everybody drinking. I say, "Hey, what's she at?" They say, "Oh, man, she back there somewhere." I'm looking around. I don't see her in the living room. So it's going to get bad, right? Now I got to start looking in bedrooms. Oh, Lord have mercy. I go to the bedroom. This fucking whore is back there. This fucking whore is back there getting double teamed. One dude, this bitch is back there. One dude fucking her doggy style, and the other dude got a dick in her mouth. When I open the door, and I say, I just look. I'm in shock. My legs can't move. This bitch look at me, freeze with the dick in her hand, freeze. So I'm like, man, what the? I just closed the door, man. I had to handle it like a player. I couldn't show my emotions, but I was broken, bro.
Hey, that shit molded the mind of a pimp right there.
I closed the fucking door, man. I walk up in there, and my guy Gamar, he seen me. He knew what was going on. He had me a Heineken. He said, "Hey, man, drink it off, man. Drink that shit off, man. I said, man, what the fuck, man? And then here comes Jimmy. Yo, Mike Tyson got knocked out. I said, what the fuck you mean? Yo, I just seen it on the news. Mike Tyson got knocked out by Holyfield in the 11th round. I said, man, get the fuck out of here. Bro, that was the worst day of my fucking life, man. I fucking walked home by myself. I ain't want no ride home. I walked. I just want to wallow in my sorrow and shit.
So that nigga had that commercial playing. Lonely.
Yeah. Man, bro. Worst day of my fucking life.
Goddamn worst day ever.
Let me tell y'all stuff. I had this girl I was messing with, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so I done went up on the block. I'm at the store and shit, you know. I'm gonna get a couple bottles of wine, you know, gonna come down. We're gonna go over. She's at her girlfriend's house, and we're gonna, you know, hang out, and then we're gonna go to a hotel, whatever, you know. So I'm up there chilling. I come on back, and I say, well, where's my girl? They say, they look around, everybody look around, they say, oh, I don't know. Oh, you don't know? I'm like, damn. So I said, okay, shit. I said, well, I just sit here. She probably be here. You know, she just probably went around the corner or something, you know what I mean? So I'm sitting there and shit, and about 20 minutes done went by. I'm like, damn, yeah. I said, fuck it. I said, well, let me go outside, just walk around a little bit. So I went outside, walked around. So I seen one of my homeboys, and he started laughing, right? So, nigga, what you laughing about? You know what I mean? Because, you know, I watch everything. Nigga, what you laughing about?
Right.
What the fuck is you laughing about? Oh boy, got your girl down there in the park. I said, what? I said, nigga, is you serious? He said, yeah, nigga, they just walked by here. They went down there in the park. So now, you know, I'm like, this is my girl, man. You know, this can't be true. You know, I know she wouldn't do that. Not my girl. I've been good to her. I bought her a car, put her in the house. I mean, you know, that's my girl, right? So goddamn, I go walking fast down towards the park. Goddamn, I'm walking through the park. And I get up on the hill now. Moaning and groaning. I said, I hope it ain't her. I hope it's somebody else. I'm hoping it ain't.
Russell say it ain't so, George. Say it ain't so.
I'm praying it ain't her. I got them get out there. She said, the nigga jump out the pussy. I hit him with an overhand right. Boom. I hit that motherfucker. That nigga fell over and went to rolling. The bitch took out running. I went running behind him.
Damn.
Bitch didn't have no drawers on and running. I was trying to catch him, man. I couldn't catch that.
He ain't trying to catch them all with the Pokemon, goddamn it.
That's my worst fear ever. Fucking having to fight with my dick out.
Damn,
Hey,
man.
see what you did, 7-8, just that fast. You went from Holyfield Tyson fight to goddamn.
Hey, man, that's that Holyfield Tyson night scarred me for life, bro. That's after that day right there, I said I ain't never, ever gonna put my trust in a bitch again in my life, man. Fuck that.
Say the pimpin' was born.
Yeah. The pimpin' was born, you know what I'm saying? But I still broke code to marry my wife, you know what I mean? I love her to death, you know what I mean?
Oh yeah. You'll find somebody that's real, but I'm telling you, man, that thing called life in this journey, and boy, some of them girls will make you feel like you're the only one. And come to find out there's another motherfucker.
I'm trying to tell you, this motherfucker was so fine, boom. This motherfucker was so fine, tall, curly hair, flowing curly hair. Bitch looked like Vanity. Remember Vanity? Man, she was a bad motherfucker. I was so proud to have that bitch. Everybody had that bitch. That bitch belonged to the streets, man.
Yeah, belong to everybody.
Mm-hmm.
That's how see, this is the thing that a lot of brothers don't understand. Them real fine, pretty motherfuckers, they be super goddamn freaks, man. But they play cool like, you know, they ain't.
Fact.
You know what I mean?
Fact. Always fact.
They got a high sex drive because they'll be fucking you and then, you know, telling you they ain't fucking nobody. And then you go to the house, don't answer the phone, don't answer the door, fucking car out there, another motherfucking car parked down the street. You know, it just, and so you learn as a young man no matter how much you care and how much you love that woman, just be calm about any action that's unexpected. Because, you know, man, you can like, you know, there's some brothers, you know, they caught the girl and they killed the girl.
Right, yeah.
You know what I mean? You know, and you know, you could have been one of those, but because you had self-discipline, you see, and that's what it takes. You know, young brothers hearing this or anybody hearing this, whether young, old, whatever, if you catch her in that act or catch her in the wrong, man, do not kill her. Do not do that shit. Because if you do that shit,
you gotta have self-pride. You gotta have enough pride in yourself to walk the fuck away, man.
That's right. That's right. Self-discipline. You got to be able to say, you know what? Hey, you know, I might have fucked somebody else, old lady, you know. Maybe that's something coming back.
That's a hell of a turn of events. We went from Terrence Crawford and Errol Spence to Mike Tyson to say, "Don't kill your bitch, man."
But that's what happens when you grow. That's what happens when you grow. You can do that. You know what I'm saying? Talk about life and shit. But
everything leads to life.
Yeah.
But let me ask y'all this, man. So everybody, we got 3: Schoolboy picking Crawford. We got Bakary picking Crawford and Boone picking Crawford. Eli, Ram, and myself are picking Errol Spence Jr. to win. Okay. Does anybody on the panel think it's going to be a stoppage? Or everybody thinks it's going to go to the cards?
I got it. If it turned into a fight, yeah, somebody getting stopped.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't see that happening this time, man. I think they both gonna be on their P's and Q's and their best behavior. So I'm looking for a decision in this one, just because they not stupid and they both are that good at what they do in their respective styles. You know,
Crawford know he better not get out of line either.
Yeah, because one thing we forgot to mention that Earl got, and that's that Texas lean. That shit different. The motherfucker who taught me how to box, when I learned how to box, told me that same shit, and that shit different, man. That's a mix of the Mexican style in there on your ass, mixed with all hard shots. So if they get into that type of fight, I got fucking Spence knocking them out. If they get into that mid-range type of dog fight, Earl gonna fuck around and get caught. He gonna fuck around and find out that shit Terrence got over there is serious. But again, I don't see neither one of them making them simple mistakes. So I'm looking for a decision. I got it 7-5 like you do, 7-8 for Spence, 115, 113.
Yeah, that's how I got it.
I agree.
Well, man, I want to thank y'all. Man, this is a good. We gotta do this more often, man. We gotta do this more often. We'll talk about boxing.
Yeah.
Yeah, we all know boxing
more
like good than a
comparisons of dogs to
motherfucker.
boxers.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Go together, man. So we could. I'll tell you what. After the Spence Crawford fight, that's gonna be on Saturday. So our game dog talk that Sunday. Let's make it a boxing event.
Okay.
All right.
Let's make it a boxing
Can
event.
I say this? Can I say this? I'm sorry.
Go ahead, brother.
Let me say this to Brother Eli. First of all, it's good seeing Brother Eli. I ain't seen him in a minute. First of all, Eli didn't say nothing wrong. So when I was making my point, just to say what he stated, like I only made that as a counter, meaning that he won't be the only one hitting. You know, anytime a person is in the guarded position, you want to make them drop their guard, you're gonna have to start. You're not gonna wait on them to open the guard up without hitting something to make them, loosen something up to get something else. So I was just saying what Eli said was 100% correct. I just wanted to say that don't think Bud won't be doing the same. What's understood ain't got to be explained, big homie. You already know what it is. I say you know how it is. What's understood ain't got to be explained, baby. I knew what you was talking about.
Okay, my brother, you was 100% correct. But go ahead.
Yes, sir.
Keep going.
Yes, sir. All right.
Hey, can I? Yeah, hold it. Let me say something.
Mm-hmm.
Schoolboy, tell them what we all do around here.
We keep it 100.
And guess what? Hey, and we got our brother Eli with us, keeping it 100.
Yeah, I got.
Hey, y'all see, I had to find me a spot to be able to talk my shit with y'all, cause my shit be fucking up out here.
Okay. Yeah. I got an observation after the fight that I'll give when it's done. Let's see how it goes.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay.
A comparison.
I tell you what, matter of fact, we need to put us a little goddamn. Since we got 3 people, if all of us back fight night, we got to put something on the fight. Goddamn it, shit.
Y'all want to put something on?
Fight. I mean,
motherfucking push-ups, 100 push-ups. God damn it!
My ass ain't got that, Ram. Come on now, you got to go.
I can't do 5, man. What are you talking about?
I'll tell you what, man.
Hey, look, let's do this, man. Just make it a small wage. It's $10, $25, or something like that.
No, nothing.
Bragging rights. So y'all know what just happened, right? All the old schools, all the OGs, just called all of us big homies in a spot just then. That's what that was. That's the OGs and the big homies. All the big homies just say we got Spence. All the OG, triple OGs just said they got Crawford.
Ain't that a bit? That's true. Good observation. That's true. We did. All of us went with Bud, and y'all all went with Spence. That's true.
Yeah.
And we're gonna see who's a bulldog that night.
Good.
Yeah. Hey, we're gonna find out who's a bulldog.
Kev, me and you got $25. Fuck it, I got Bud.
I got you. All right. I got Earl.
Then y'all can match up with the other 2 and get 25.
Come on, Ross. I got your 25, Ross.
All right, okay.
I got you in school, boy. Yeah, I paid your 25 school, boy.
I don't bet my money, man. I work too hard for it, man. Unless it's my dog, I don't bet on it.
But let's bet some breaking sticks. We both make breaking sticks.
Okay, there you go. Let's do that. Yeah, there you go.
I want to ask you that, Ram. What's up with the breaking sticks you used to make? You still making them?
Oh yeah, I still got them. Just wasn't nobody trying to grab them at first, so I
would have got some.
Yeah, I got you.
Yeah, I didn't know you still making one.
Yeah,
hey, what y'all need to do is say y'all one of y'all need to have some deer antlers and cowhides.
Oh, Eli, I gotta send you this.
You got those, Eli?
No, that's why I said one of y'all need to have the deer antlers and cowhides.
Damn right, the deer antlers are motherfucker.
Yeah, I'm gonna text you this pad I got, Eli. New mail I got.
Okay, send it to me.
Yeah, or Ram might send it to you if you got it already. All right, y'all. Thank y'all so much for joining me. This is a great show. This is good cook, man, fun. And for the people watching this on the live right now, who watching it, on the replay, I should say, thank y'all for joining us. Smash that like button, y'all, and subscribe to the channel. Tune in to Game Dog Talk. You know what I mean? We do it usually on Sundays, but we also have Game Dog Talk on Patreon. Let me put that going across the bottom of the screen now. Going across the bottom of the screen, you'll see patreon.com/Game Dog Talk. Okay, make sure y'all tune into that. It's amazing show. We got over 170 some people over there, so it's amazing. Make sure y'all tune in.
Yeah, that's a good show, man. A lot of information that we don't put on regular shows. We get into it deep. That's why it's called Raw.
That's right.
Yeah.
All right, man. We'll catch y'all later. Peace.